Today, big media has an agenda. It's not just give the news.
Stop the left's radical agenda.
Fox and some others spin to the right.
Republicans who have given in fully to the fascist elements of their base.
While most of the media spin left. I'm glad we now have choices.
John Stossel is the anchor of Stossel on the Fox Business Network and my guest now.
Megyn Kelly and I once worked together at Fox, where I thought she was mostly neutral politically. Then she became the story for confronting Donald Trump in this presidential debate.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
For the record, it was well beyond Rosie O'Donnell.
Yes, I'm sure it was.
The point Kelly made was something that should have been brought up at that presidential debate. But candidate Trump quickly made much of the exchange.
I have zero respect for Megyn Kelly.
What I didn't know was that there was other blowback. Blowback from my employer? Was there?
Yeah, definitely.
From Roger?
Yeah.
Don't be so hard on him?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm disappointed. I thought they were grown-ups and they understood that was part of the...
He was scared. He was losing a portion of the Fox News base who felt Fox, not just me, but the Fox, wasn't being fair to Trump.
And now, John Stossel.
I felt pretty free at Fox. They never told me don't do stories on legalizing drugs or more open immigration. But Fox had this paranoid public relations department. There were always a couple people who would flip out at something stupid and...
Yes, if you crossed paths with the media relations department, they would cut you. So you had to be afraid of that.
And explain, how would they cut you?
The next thing you knew, there'd be a negative article on you.
They would plant smears, nasty stories about their own employees.
It's not just Fox. I'd love to tell you, it's just the mean people over at Fox News. Not even close. They look like absolute teddy bears compared to where else I've been.
Where else she's been refers to NBC News, where she moved after Fox.
I thought if I go to NBC, I can get in, I can do this morning show, I'm out of there by 10:15, I can raise my kids, I don't have to be around TV people, and I can do something less toxic than politics.
Megyn Kelly's no-holds-barred interview with Vladimir Putin.
But at NBC, even though she did some serious interviews, the smug left just pounced on her.
What did you think about last night's interview?
Oh, you know what, Trevor? Seeing someone so conniving, trying to manipulate the American public was disgusting. I'm not talking about Putin. I'm talking about Megyn Kelly.
How smug she looks. Also, other news organizations win praise for interviewing despicable people. But Kelly was trashed just for talking to Alex Jones.
All of the parents decided to come out and lie about their dead children.
Even though she grilled him about his lies. Then media pounced on her just for joking with the cast of the TV show Will and Grace.
Is it true that you became a lawyer and you became gay because of Will?
That was obviously a joke, but woke leftists pretended and ignorant Kelly believed it. And then finally, a week before Halloween, Kelly said this about blackface.
When I was a kid, that was okay as long as you were dressing up as like a character.
Other NBC reporters nodded in agreement. But the Kelly-hating media went berserk.
You don't know how that got racist, Megyn?
How do you not get it that blackface is wrong?
I'm guessing all of Megyn Kelly's friends are white.
The hatred directed at Kelly was unique. Leftists like Joy Behar and Jimmy Kimmel actually wore blackface. But the media treated Kelly differently.
White people shouldn't ever even mention blackface.
I'm sorry.
The next day, she practically begged for forgiveness.
I defended the idea, saying as long as it was respectful and part of a Halloween costume, it seemed okay. Well, I was wrong.
Watching that apology now, it's just not you. What drove you to the point?
You have to understand the mindset I was in. It had been a solid year of attacks. I mean, vicious attacks. I was being told by everyone that what I had said was terrible.
Despite the apology, NBC quickly canceled her show and fired her. One thing she now says she's learned from her days at NBC.
The leftist media are the most insufferable people we have right now.
She can say things like that today without worrying about being fired.
Welcome to the Megyn Kelly Show.
That's because she now has her own podcast. She runs it.
I'm totally uncancelable. That was my only mission in coming back into our business. I didn't want a corporate overlord.
She can give her opinions.
The new reporting about the border. This story.
She calls on media she says are just advocates for the left.
A mounted Border Patrol agent was seen wielding a whip.
Border agents used a whip? The head of Homeland Security just parroted that story.
Our entire nation saw horrifying images.
He threw those border agents under the bus.
The director of the Department of Homeland Security lied about what the border guards were doing.
He was told by his staff, hey, no, we love this story, but the Reuters photographer who took the shot of the alleged whipping is saying nothing of the kind happened, that it's a lie. And what did Mayorkas do? He went right out there, threw those agents under the bus.
The agents involved in these incidents have been assigned to administrative duties.
The president did exactly the same thing.
Horses barely running them over, people being strapped. It's outrageous.
Finally, Kelly calls out what's probably the biggest example of media bias.
25 minutes over 18 months. That's the amount of time the mainstream media covered the Hunter Biden laptop scandal.
Hunter Biden's emails revealed that he used his relationship with his father to make money. For breaking that story, Twitter blocked the Post's account. It's just disgusting that the Post was canceled for saying true things.
Even when the New York Times came out and said, okay, it was real, that we didn't get the next letter from all those people saying we were wrong and we're so embarrassed. Stupid, uninformed ignoramuses. Those are the ones driving our national discussion.
They often do. I agree with Kelly. The public debate's now manipulated by shameless, ignorant, partisan media. Fortunately, more people get another side of the story now from YouTubers, podcasters, and independent journalists like Megyn Kelly and me. Soon we'll release our full, much longer interview with Kelly. If you click subscribe below and hit the bell, then YouTube will notify you when that comes out.